Joining us now is Alamogordo Tiger Golf. They're getting ready to begin their season. They have a scrimmage at home on the 2nd of March, and then the first event is the Alamogordo Invitational on the 8th of March out at Desert Lakes Golf Course. And joined by Tommy Standefer, Coach Tommy Standefer. Coach, how are you?
I'm about the same as I always do. I'm getting older. It's the only thing we got going on there.
You brought a couple of your guys here with you that are going to be on the team this year. Who'd you bring along with you?
I've got a senior, Marco Terrazas, and a junior, Michael Overstreet. My other senior, Bradley McMillan, is working today.
Okay.
So he couldn't make it. And then on the girls' side, we're really young, so I just thought we'd go with these guys today.
Okay, sounds good. How are you guys doing today?
We're doing all right.
Doing pretty good.
Good. Happy to have you here. Well, Coach, I asked the same question to the Reyes, and how many years this is now? Do you know what year this is now for Tiger Golf?
Since 1997, however that adds up.
Okay.
That's me, and then I was with the program from 94.
All right. And is it still exciting to get into a new season with these kids?
I still enjoy the golf coaching, and I enjoy the challenge of getting the kids ready to go. And I think when that goes away, that'll be enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do enjoy that part still.
Absolutely. And I think the other thing is obviously this year is going to feel a little bit more like a regular year. I know last season was challenging to say the least. This feels a little bit more normal, I would assume.
It feels a lot more normal.
Yeah.
It was lucky there was some luck for us last year because the kids that were out there, because the season happened so late for us last year, the kids that were out there were really into being out there. And we had great work ethic from the boys that were there and the girls that were there. And so that was a really good thing last year. And these boys have carried it over. I mean, they've done a good job carrying over what we've started into this year, so I'm real pleased with them right now.
Yeah.
And the girls, we're just really, really young. We don't have much experience at all.
Yeah, because I know last year you didn't. It was just difficult to get a full team out there.
Yeah.
But this year you guys will have
full
complement.
We're back to we've got 30 kids out there total, 8th through 12th, and that's a lot in golf. That's And it's a good problem because last year I was struggling for girls, trying to find girls, and so we're back to our normal. We got them out there.
Yeah. All right. Well, Marco, how about you? I mean, what have you been? Coach talked about carrying it over from last year this year. What have you been working on to try and improve heading into your senior year?
Well, really, with the help of Coach and Grant Delps out there, I've been really working on changing my swing up a little bit. Really working on ball striking a lot more, just to where I could feel comfortable. To where I know I could play the game at a high level, and not only for me, but also to help the team out as well. And so really for me, the focus is this year, if I can keep it together mentally and put the game together, I think I'll be pretty good. And I think, we got that work ethic that Coach was talking about, and that'll be pretty good. So I'm excited to see what this year brings for us.
Yeah. When you talk about changing up your swing, what are things that you're focusing on to try to get better in your swing?
Really just what the easiest way I could sum it up is shoulder rotation and keeping my chin up. Is if I do that, I'm going to hit the ball a lot better, and it's going to go where I want it to, and I'm going to have a lot more control with that.
Okay. Very good. Michael, you're back again. We talked to you at tennis, and we off air we had talked that you were probably going to see it for golf as well. What have you been working on with golf? Obviously, you're busy with two sports this time of year. Yes. What have you been trying to improve in golf?
Over the summer, I played a lot of golf. Last year was my first season, and it was pretty short season, so I knew I needed to work over summer, so I did that. I got with the guys. We hit balls, we played all the time, but now I'm just trying to work on getting consistent with the swing I have. Season's coming up, so hopefully I'll be there. I'm just trying to help the team out as much as I can.
Okay.
But yeah,
obviously, Coach. Something else heading into this year that's different is we're back to legs instead of just being the district tournament. So.
Well, that is different, but the total way we qualify has changed.
Has it? Okay.
So we don't do the old what you and I knew as legs anymore. Those things are gone. We've moved to a mobile scorekeeping system called I Wanamaker.
Yeah.
So it's a live scoring system as we go, and at the end of every tournament, it will give you a ranking how you did. So it takes your score with the course. This is going to get really technical here. It takes your score, the course rating, the slope of the course, and the weather conditions,
Which this time of year, by how windy it is
with
today.
the wind, so it takes all of those things together and it gives a ranking coming out of there. At the end of the year this year, you're going to be ranked on your best 5 scores, and that's how you get to the state tournament. If you either have to be a district champ or in the top 8 as a team, based on your rankings in Iwanamaker, and as individuals, it is either a district champion or the next 10 players
that aren't on a team.
That aren't on a team get to go. And so it's going to be a little tougher. It's a little more demanding. It makes the kids play more during the year. Every score counts. One of the problems with the old system was, of course, you only had to do it 3 times. And so you'd have kids that would do it 3 times and then kind of give up, harm their teams, or do some not good stuff. So we think this will be a good change going forward. But yeah, that system has changed.
Yeah. So do you like the change that they're going to this year, or kind of unknown? Wait to see how it works out.
We'll see. I was part of the group with the change. I voted for it. Okay. Because we were a little stale with the old system, and we needed to move on and integrate some technology. The beauty of the system is if the parents can't attend a tournament, they can buy a ticket for the tournament, and they can buy. So one of these guys' parents could buy a ticket for all year and the state tournament for $45, and
that's awesome.
Keep live scores. And they can keep live scores during the tournament. So it looks a little more like what you'd see on a golf tournament on television, where, oh, look, this is where we're at right now. And it kind of helps me as a coach, because I can keep track. And like, I can see Michael Overstreet is in trouble over on hole 12, and I can beeline it. But I have to have somebody look after it, because you know how I am with phones. It's not good. Everybody knows this is an issue, but
and you're not going to have Coach Hayes as an assistant out there for this.
No, right now I'm going to have to hire a phone manager. Okay. I don't even know what I'm just going to have to put somebody with me to be the phone watcher, because we know I'm not going to. I've proved it for years.
Got to get one of those students doing that. These guys are good with their technology.
Oh, so, yeah, these guys are real good with it.
I'm not sure. But, Michael, I mean, that change in the scoring, I mean, are you unsure what it's going to be like? Or are you excited to see what it's going to be like this year?
I'm excited. I think it's going to be, more important to, have have depth in your team. I trust my team. I think we can pull it off, but I think it'll be fun this year.
Yeah. Speaking of scores, I mean, where do you feel like you want to be shooting this year in each round?
This is only second year playing, so I'm just trying to break 80 consistently. I think I can pull it off, but my goal is to never shoot over 85. So. Okay.
Marco, how about you? What are the numbers that you're going to be shooting for this year?
Yes, sir. Really, well, the numbers I'm going to try to be shooting for is 85 or better. I know there's going to be some courses that we play that I should be able to break 80 on a consistent basis. But if I can go 85 or lower, at the end of the day, I'm going to be really happy with myself.
Okay. And how about this change in the scoring and how to qualify for state? Do you think it's going to be a fun way to get going, or what are your feelings on it?
It's a little different because I've been playing since my 8th grade year, and I've been used to the legs and qualifying. But I'm excited to see how this is going to work out and how the team really does. I'm really confident in the group that we have this year, and try to pull off something, see how that goes.
Yeah, and I got to think it's something that may allow more people to qualify for state as well. So it more based on how everybody's playing out there in state, right?
Oh, yes, sir. Most definitely. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Coach, then that's your feeling that it should get more players
that was one of the goals of the NMAA. Is that golf has been the hardest one to qualify for the state tournament for years. And the kids weren't making it to the tournament, and this gives a surefire way. If you hit those numbers at every classification, you're in. So it's going to go ahead and fill out the tournament, and that's one of the things that they wanted.
Yeah, give more kids an opportunity to play up in state. So, and also they announced that the golf course is up in it's in the Albuquerque area that state's.
We're playing at Bernalillo. We're playing at Twin Warriors. It's a resort course, part of the Santa Ana Pueblo. attached to a big, nice Hyatt hotel. I'm trying to wangle that, but it's falling on deaf ears over there with my boss. But I'm working to stay there, but we're not going to. But that I'm going to try. I got to try.
Got to try.
But it is so they've had a national club pro championship there, so that the PGA Club Pros have played their national championship at that golf course. It's a difficult golf course, and hopefully they don't stretch us out to the whole length of that thing, because I think it's out there at 7,600,
wow.
which is a lot of golf course. But it's a good course. It'll be a fun track for the kids and be a good experience.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about we got these two guys here. Let's talk a little bit more on the boys' side. You mentioned Bradley. Who else should we be looking out for this year on the boys' side?
Well, so these three, so Michael, Marco, and Bradley played for us last year in the state tournament. Did a good job. We've got three young kids going to play. We've got a sophomore, Zach Oyen. And Zach played a couple of tournaments for us last year at different times when Michael was gone for tennis or something happened, and Zach stepped in and has a lot of talent and has potential to shoot really good games, but he's still young, and so he does young player stuff. And then Tyler Bowles is a freshman, and Tyler's got some real skills. He makes freshman decisions a lot, and so that's where it gets to be my job, is to make sure they understand what they're capable of and what we should be doing that doesn't hurt the team. And then one of my old players, Brandon Lane, he moved back to town, and his son Brody is right there. He's right there at the 5-6 spot, and so we're moving in the right direction. We've got some good young talent, some good solid guys. These guys are doing a great job leading with work ethic, and this is how we need to do stuff. I'm really happy with them. The young kids are buying into it, and so I like where we're at now, and we're moving in the right direction if we'll just keep going that way.
Yeah, I gotcha. Marco, I mean, how much does the team aspect help you? I mean, it's one of those where it's you in the golf course most of the time, but how much being a part of a team helps you as a golfer?
Really, just like I said before, mentally, it helps me because I can't give up. I can't quit mid-round, whatever. I got to keep fighting, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how I play good or bad. At the end of the day, my overall goal is, okay, how do we do as a team? How do we get better from here? So if I lose it out there on the golf course, not only am I letting myself down, I'm also letting the team down as well. So to me, being a part of a team, it's helped me a lot keep it together mentally in that aspect.
Does it help in the practice and training and stuff like that as well when you guys are out there together? Or?
Yes, sir, because I pick up on things like Michael Overstreet right here next to me. He does a bunch of stuff that I can't do, and I ask him, hey, how'd you hit that? And then he tells me, and then I was like, oh, okay. And then I try it out, and if just I pick up on different things while we're out there practicing. That's really been a huge help. Yes, sir.
Okay, Michael, I mean, do you enjoy being able to, if you can help tutor someone in a particular direction or help them out or learn from somebody? Is that something you enjoy?
Yeah. I don't like, I don't like being the coach. I don't like people thinking I'm coaching them. When people ask, hey, how did you do that? I say, or help me. Like, what is this? I just say, well, I can tell you what I do, and you can base it, off of what I do. So then, I do it, and, hopefully it goes well. Sometimes it doesn't. But, and I think being part of a team, like Marco said, definitely helps me out. When I'm playing, I don't like worrying about my score. I get kind of scared sometimes, and I don't hit shots that I should. But so I just try to focus on having fun while I'm out there, and hopefully the team's doing good. And at the end, I congratulate everyone, no matter how bad we did or how good we did.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right, very good, Coach. The girls team, obviously, you guys were a little light last year, but you do have some returners, and
I've got more girls than I do boys in the whole program right now. We're back out.
Yeah. We'll talk about the girls' team a little bit this year. Obviously, there'll be some new faces out there.
So I've got two returners that were with me, and Chloe Johnston, who's a junior, and Kylie Rideout, who's a sophomore. And both of those guys were with us 2 years ago when we got shut down, and we started out with we had a pretty good senior group that year. And those guys were 8th grade playing JV, and then we got shut down. And so we lost a year with them. And then last year was a rodeo because some of the golf courses we played, and they didn't have experience. And there were some tough goes with those guys. But those two are working through stuff, and they're headed in the right way. Then we've got a couple of so we have one transfer student, Corinne Spear. She's come to us from Norman, Oklahoma, and she's a sophomore as well, and she has some skill. She's going to be competitive around the state at the end of the year. And then we have an 8th grader, Victoria Swanson, who's joining us. Victoria's been in the community for a while playing junior stuff, and she's been waiting, chomping at the bit.
So you're saying she wanted to play as a 6th and a 7th grader?
Oh, no, it was a little younger than that. Okay, you see those young kids, and I can't talk to them because that's recruiting, but I mean, they're in the community. So I've been seeing her for a long time, and she's excited to be out there. And of course, we're on the girls' side. We are half a season away from being kind of where I think we should be. So I think we're going to have some starts and stops with the girls. We're going to have a good tournament, and then an awful tournament is what I think, because I don't think we're as mature mentally and emotionally as we need to be, and there'll be some things happen to us along the way, and we just have to adjust and see how we go. And hopefully we don't go through this with these guys that are a little more mature. If I go through a thing with a senior boy and a freshman, there's something's off. I haven't done my job, or we're not doing something correctly. So the inexperience on the girls' side is going to jump up and get us a couple of times, but I think as we get through that, it'll even out towards the end of the year. Boys, we've got good experience. We've got a little bit of youngness. But we've got more age. We've got seniors that understand this is how we need to do things. This is what the team needs to do. And we've just got to develop that on both sides as we go.
Marco, I mean, it's your senior year. What are you hoping to get out of this final year of golf?
Really just, okay, I know where my game's at now. It's what can we do to take it to the next level in order for me to get ready to go up there to New Mexico State. I'm going to do the PGA golf management program up there. Okay. So that's going to be something to really look forward to. But I know as of right now, I got a lot of work to do. So at the end of the season, I'm going to go back and really look what aspects of my games have changed, where I've gotten better. And all right, well, what do we do from this point now to get ready for New Mexico State and, my future in golf?
Okay. So playing golf, I mean, you're going to be focusing more on the administration part of it going forward after this, just focus on your studies?
Yeah, he's looking at being a club professional. Yeah. That's what that program does, is working towards that.
Okay, cool. What got you? What directed you towards that? What got you interested in that?
Well, a few years back, we had a Tiger golfer, Chad McCollum. He was the one that was talking to me about the program, and I really got interested. And ever since I was little, about 5 years old, I knew I've always wanted to do something within the golf industry. And he's like, "Well, I'm going to New Mexico State. I'm doing this program." Then he gave me Henry Statina's information, and he got a hold of me, and we started talking. And really, that's what opened up the doors. Hey, all right, here we go. I'm going to go do that, and be a golf pro at some course or something along those lines in the golf industry.
Awesome. That sounds very exciting. Cool. Michael, I mean, I think we've probably already chatted a little bit about this with tennis, but what's your overall goal for the season, and what do you think you can? What do you think this team can do this year? You guys can qualify for state?
Yeah, I think so. I think as long as we, like Marco said, keep our heads on. We all get kind of sad sometimes, but my main goal is just to make it to state as a team. And just do the best as I can. Maybe if I do good enough, then I'll look at, going to college and playing in college. But that's always been a goal for me, playing college sports.
Okay. Well, we hope that's the case. And hopefully you're involved in two different state events this year in tennis and
hopefully,
golf. Yeah.
Hopefully.
keep you really busy when May rolls around.
It definitely will.
Actually, for the next few months, it's going to keep you really busy. So, Coach, I mean, expectations obviously feel like the boys should have a chance at making state as a team this year, right?
Yeah, in our district, Deming is good. They've got everybody back, and they're pretty good. Statewide, Hobbs, La Cueva, and Piedra Vista all were pretty good. After that, we have the next. We should be right at their heels right now. And our goal going forward is how can we improve a little bit every week? We just got to chip a little bit here and chip a little bit there. And at the end of the season, whenever we play district and state, whenever we get to those tournaments, is can we be mentally tough enough and our games tuned up enough that we're in that mix to try to bring home some type of hardware. That's of course our goal, and we just have to work at things over the course of the year, what we're focusing on, and working on the right things. And so far, these guys have been fantastic. They've done a great job. So I'm happy with that part.
Yeah, and on the girls' side, it's maybe a little bit of an unknown. You think there may be a couple golfers individual that could get there, right? It's going to be on me. I'll just go ahead and say it'll be on me at the end of the year with the girls' side, because there's certain things that you can kind of manage on both sides. So you can kind of manage some parts of the golf game. I've got to teach a couple of those girls how to, because they don't have enough experience on the course, how to manage what they're doing, how to set a golf course up, how to hit the ball into the right places, pulling the right clubs around the green, thinking their way through it without overthinking what they're doing, okay? And so, like I said, I think about halfway through our season, we'll see the girls' team starting to round into shape about what we're going to see at the end of the year. That's what I think. That we've got a little talent. We don't have the experience over there is where we're at. Okay. Well, we'll look forward to a great season. Again, the Alamogordo Invitational is coming up on the 8th, and you guys are hosting district this year, too, so that's exciting.
Yeah, that is May 2nd at Desert Lakes, and once again, we're happy to be at Desert Lakes, and we're grateful to the people at Desert Lakes and the city of Alamogordo for the support they give us out there. We've got a great situation, and we do appreciate that.
Awesome. Guys, good luck this season. We really appreciate your time.
Thank you.